Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Tweedy. So NRS is dropping a jumbo-sized patch tomorrow for MK1, and I'm glad they are, man, because now I think we're sitting at like 7 weeks, 6 weeks, 7 weeks away from Final Combat. And if it was like a month or shorter, that would be like too short, you know what I mean, to adjust to the patch, especially if your character's getting changed, which mine is, not in a good way. But 6, 7 weeks is plenty of time, so I'm not too mad at it, even though my character and Cameo are getting nerfed. But they showed almost 7 minutes of changes, so let's go ahead and look at them. I didn't look at these. I just skipped to T-1000 Movado since that's the team I've been playing. And yeah, they got nerfed, spoiler alert. But let's go ahead and look at the rest of the changes as well. Intense Blood, August 2025. Yeah, it's supposed to drop tomorrow. So Shang changes. Silent Killer +1 on block 2-4. Okay, so a little plus frame jab string. Okay, and you can hit confirm it for a combo. What was it before? Like -3 or something? It was certainly minus before. I don't know how minus. So I feel like it was like -2, -3. So now it's going to be +1. All right, what else? Spin kick is special cancelable. Oh, that's one thing I didn't like about Shang when I was playing him. So, like, you would have to go into the old stance to use his mid string, like, effectively, because it was, like, really short in the young stance. Now you can actually do, like, a 3-hit string that's still special cancelable in the young stance. That's really cool. So 2 W changes so far for Shang. Liu Kang changes. Punish and Palm is special cancelable. Oh, that's a huge buff. So now you can auto shimmy with 1-2, because it is an auto shimmy. But it's hard to auto shimmy, right? Because when you're auto shimmying, they're going to get hit by the second hit trying to take a throw. But it's like, what are you doing? Committing to an unsafe special to launch? You can maybe do 1-2-1 Movado, but then you're playing a cameo that loses you health with a zoning character, which is kind of tough. But now you can special cancel. That's a huge buff for Liu. That's a huge buff. Okay, W Liu buff. Sector changes. Does less damage. Does 5 damage now. Wow. It's one of the... No longer builds meter on whiff. Wow. That's some big nerfs right there. The damage one, not so much. Because it already did 6. Like, it was already not the most damaging projectile in the world. But no longer builds meter on whiff. That's pretty crazy. So she's going to be able to break less. Going to be able to armor flamethrower less. Alright, what else? Cancel and flamethrower and EX flamethrower deals less damage? What do you mean, like, with a cameo? What do you mean? So, like, the flamethrower itself does less damage? Oh, and with the cameo, wow. So Sector got hit. I think Sector should have got hit. Sector is really broke. And one thing you got to consider about Sector is she was top tier, able to win the biggest tournaments without even fitting in the meta. Like, she didn't even fit in the meta. It's just her zoning and her, like, armor runaway game so broke that, like, she could win anyways, even though she doesn't fit in the meta. So yeah, I think deserved nerfs, I would say. Deserved. And she's still going to be good. You'll just have to look at different teams, right? You'll probably have to look at, like, Sector Trimmer. Well, I don't know what got nerfed about Trimmer, but you have to look at Sector Trimmer, Sector Jax, maybe Chameleon. I was going to say Movado, but Movado got a pretty big nerf from what I saw. We'll have to look at it again, though. Okay, Reptile changes. Hopefully he got a cool buff. Dr. Reckle and Mr. Hyde are safe on Flawless Block. Ooh, that's cool, because a lot of Reptile stuff, like, it leaves him point blank minus. So then they can enforce their offense. A lot of characters are mixing this on this meta of the game. So it's really unfortunate. But with those strings, he has pushback. But if they flawless block, you're super minus, and they can just buffer a flawless block. Like, they don't really have to think about it. So that's a really good buff. That's actually a pretty good buff there. So yeah, so now taking your turn back against Reptile is always going to be kind of tricky. Even if he wants to check you with a quick mid or with his 4-3. Cameo, that's all Reptile got? Man, Reptile is still probably going to be kind of low tier. But it's not a bad nerf, though. Interrupted and locks him out for 10 seconds. Ooh, that's cool. And that's it? That's it for Tremor? Yeah, I mean, I'm not a big fan of nerfing the cameos. Movado got a much harder nerf than Tremor, which is crazy. But I guess, yeah. I mean, I'm not really in favor of cameo nerfs anyways. I feel like the power level of cameos have kind of gone down drastically. But, you know, I guess. It's just weird that Movado got a bigger nerf to me. All right, Sire exchanges. All bombs build less meter. Okay. Okay. Projectiles destroy, capture foam. Okay, so okay, so Cyrex won't be able to fish for capture foam trades as often. Okay. That's weird to me though, because Sector and T-1000 definitely got nerfed harder than Cyrex, I would say. I guess NRS is just kind of leaning into the idea that Cyrex isn't that good. It's just Sonic, which, you know, you can make that argument, so. But still some nerfs. All right, rain changes. Water beam is 3 frames faster. So is that going to make his frame data on cancels better? More grounded combo routes? Okay. So if that makes his frame data on block better, that's going to be good, because he already had some decent frame data on the cancels. Quan changes. I'm excited for this. It's an overhead? Okay. Psycho Skull is 5 frames faster. Ooh, okay. So you could use it for more combo extensions and stuff, and also it's going to be harder to react to in zoning. Ooh, 4-3 is safe for Omni-Man. That's a good change. Dude, that's a really good change. Now he's got a quick, like, shimming, fast, hit confirmable, like, low mid. Ooh, that's a really good Omni-Man change. And plus, like, Omni-Man was already kind of downplayed because he's so good with Tremor. And Tremor didn't get changed in a way that affects Omni-Man. So, man, that's a really strong team right now. I don't know about other Omni-Man teams, but especially because, like, people are using Omni-Man Movado. That's not going to be looking as good. Yeah, so Omni-Man Tremor probably looking like a really strong team now. Cameo Goro changes. Forward throw does increase damage, 14%. That's it. That's it. Oh, man. I was hoping Goro got something more, bro. So you still lose health with Goro, and you still have awful cooldowns. Man, I don't like that. Sky Lantern detonation is an overhead? Okay. Well, that was already. Didn't they already do that last patch? They already did that, I think. Calculated. Okay, so that string launches meterless in the corner. Kenshi changes. Heightened senses. Why would you get hit by that, though? I guess maybe if you use, like, a cameo low. Maybe you can mix that in with, like, a cameo low, maybe? For, like, a mix-up? I don't know. Maybe someone will find a good strategy with that, but it seems like a baby change right now. Grenades recharge faster. Are we so back? Hold on, are we so back? What? Hold on, they take it away from Movado and give it to Striker? Are we so back? Hold on. Are we so back, chat? We might be so back. No way. Dude, we might... Dude. Is Striker... We might be so back. We might be so back. That's awesome. Wake up cold shoulders invulnerable. That's what Goro needs, dude, because you can't be a 950 health cameo and have awful cooldowns. Like, what are we doing here? If your cameo has awful cooldowns, it better be giving you health. Losing you health, that's crazy. You know, they're reducing Movato's cooldown, leaving Goro's cooldowns in the trash. You know what I mean? And Striker, they did that for a long time, but now Striker, his cooldown's looking better now, so he might be the one again. Wake up cold shoulders invulnerable? Okay. Thought it already was. Thought it already was. Was it not? Oh, it's like fully. Like, it's like fully. Like, you can't even time it, it looks like. Because it already was, but there is a timing. Absorbs all projectiles while active? Oh, it doesn't run out. Okay. Rapid... Wait, what? Oh, Striker's... That thing recharges faster? Yeah, it looks like it does. Striker is back, y'all. Striker is back. Dude, I don't know who I'm going to be playing. If it's going to be T-1000, Baraka, Quan, I don't fucking know. But I think Striker might be back, y'all. Striker might be back. Increased damage scaling on command grab combo. Okay. Cameo Jackson, cameo ground pound travels full screen. Okay, it's going to make it even better. Ooh, Sector Jax might be the team for Sector now. Might just be. Straight missile fatal blows a high. Okay. Okay. Ooh, that's cool. Okay. So Sub and Frost both have like fully invincible wake-ups. You have to read them with like a neutral jump, probably. Oh, and Darius too. Okay. Cameo Scorb. Okay, better cooldown on that. That move still kind of sucks though. Unless they forget it exists. Now this is what we hate to see, y'all. Man, I don't know, y'all. Problem with Movado is like, I don't know. Because you're not able to throw it on top of anything. All you're doing is extending combos, and you're scaling your combo a little bit as well. And getting conversions. And you're losing 50 health. So cooldown nerf on top of that. Man, I don't know. But we'll see. We'll still mess around with them. Alright, so 7 more frames of hit stun. So you'll be able to get more conversions. Okay. Yeah, so T-1000, his overhead's gone. So what's interesting about that is like, so you could fuzzy Spiker command grab if they try to mix with Spiker command grab. And for people who don't have that fuzzy down, he might even like be better. Because now that that hits a mid and you know they're going to be blocking it, you could implore Spike command grab mix up right after that, right before that. You know what I mean? If they're not fuzzying that, then, you know, nothing really changed, you know. It does suck that Movado got nerfed, though. But, I'm going to Final Combat, right? And all the Final Combat players are going to be doing that. So to me, it's a pretty big nerf. 15-1000 is a pretty big nerf since all those players are going to be doing that fuzzy. So I don't know what I'm going to do character-wise. Definitely interested in something with Striker, though. Striker is looking handsome this patch. All right, Havoc changes. Flesh Wound, second hits a mid. Third hits an overhead. I mean, that was fuzzyable anyways, though, so... The real mix with Havoc is off his mid, right? When he does back to low or grab, and he uses Cameo to extend him. The mix off the highs was never real. It's fuzzyable. It was a little tricky to fuzzy the stand 2 mix, especially online. But it's not, you know, it's not a real mix. So, them taking away that, but not taking away the mid mix. But we haven't seen all the changes. It doesn't really change them that much. But let's see if... He has more changes. Oh, that's no longer safe. Okay, so they did change that. So that is a nerf. Yeah, because that's Havoc's only real mix is off of... I say it's his only real mix, but it's a crazy mix to have mix off of a half-screen mid. And that's what made him so good, right? Like half-screen mid, mix, stuff like that, damage off of that. So yeah, that's his real mix, is back 2-2-4 or back 2-2 grab. They can armor it, but you could bait that full combo him for 45%. The mix off the highs was never really real, you know, so that's not going to change him too much, but this nerf right here is significant at high level. Okay, what else? Oh, and they increase the damage, so yeah, he got hit hard, bro. Havoc got hit hard. Because that's his real mix, is the mids. And they nerfed both portions. They made the low one safe, and they made the grab scale more. So yeah, man, Havoc got hit kind of hard. Astra changes. Send damage increased, okay. Okay. Alright, so Havoc, Homelander, T-1000, and Sector all got pretty significant nerfs. They all got like their main, like kind of like mix nerfed. Sector, like the armor, and also her projectiles. Also, T-1000's overhead taken away, which is a big deal, especially if players are fuzzy and spike command grab. Homelander was obviously either hit or command grab, 17 frame unreactable command grab into launch. They nerfed the damage scaling big time on that. So that's a big nerf. Havoc, they nerfed like all his mix. It's still mixed though, off the mid. It still is mix, but they nerfed it pretty significantly. And then pretty exciting buffs for a lot of different stuff. The one that stood out the most for me, obviously I'm biased, so I'm looking at what I'll potentially use, were the Striker cameo buffs. Really disappointed in the Goro buff. Oh yeah, Omni-Man got a great buff. Quan got good buffs. Really disappointed in the Goro buff, man. I thought Goro maybe should have got a cooldown adjustment. The throw change is cool. It makes sense, but I don't know. Like, maybe do that and give him more health if you want to keep his cooldowns bad. Because here's the thing. I understand, like, Goro, his ambush move is broken, so they probably feel like they need to keep the cooldowns bad. But the fact that you still lose 50 health with them, it's like, I don't know. But yeah, it's going to be it for the video. Y'all patch tomorrow, I assume, like 11 a.m. Eastern. We're going to be on the grind, figuring out what new team I'm going to be picking up or teams. Definitely looking forward to trying Striker with some characters. So, yeah, later, y'all.